Hi, welcome to AllBrands After Hours with me, your host, Courtney Douthat. Welcome to the show where we hang out and craft together. Today we're going to be doing tips and tricks with our Brother ScanNCut. Let's do this. So I feel like there's tons of tips and tricks that I've learned along the way, tons of things that are built into the ScanNCut, but maybe you don't know what that icon is, or maybe you're not sure how to use it. So the first tip, let's jump into our ScanNCut to play with some of the cool features. So one thing that I've noticed is that a lot of people don't realize that there's alignment tools in your ScanNCut. What? Hold on. I know that I have alignment tools in like my Brother embroidery machine, but I didn't realize there's alignment tools in the ScanNCut. There absolutely are, and they're fantastic to use. So let's bring in this shape. So say I had this circle, okay? We're going to make it much bigger so you guys can see it better on the screen. There we go. Let's hit set. All right, so now we have our circle here, and let's hit add pattern, or let's bring in a name, okay? I'm gonna select a font, do my last name. Okay, so now I have my name right here, lovely. But what if I wanted to make sure that these two were lined up perfectly? Well, what I could do is hit edit, go to my selection tools, and I could select how many items I want. Now, I could select it like this, so then it takes both, but what if I had 3 on here? I could go click them, or I could select this tool right here, which would select everything on there. Or I could select this tool and say I only wanted the items over here and I didn't want the items over there, and vice versa. I could do that. So selection tools are fantastic to be able to select multiple items. So now that we have that, I'm gonna go to Object, Edit, and right here, this button right here is your alignment tool. So I'm gonna select the alignment tool, and I did a pretty decent job to putting it in the center, but if I wanted to make sure that it was in the center, then I could select one of these buttons to do it. Now, you could make it everything go to the left. There we go. Everything go to the right. Everything go to the top, or everything go to the bottom. So there's different things that you can do to make sure that they line up. And if you notice, the end of my word and that circle are right at the same spot as each other. But what if I want to go to the center? So it's going to center it for me. But what if I want to go dead in the center? So if you notice, there's a little red plus. That red plus right in the center is showing you, hey, this is the exact center of both of your designs now that we've grouped them up together like this. How fantastic is that? Now if you notice, these right here have 3 on there. Well, I don't have 3 items on my mat right now. I only have 2, so those are grayed out. But if I had 3 on there, they would light up. So I'm gonna hit OK. OK again, and there we go. Now, I could unselect them if I wanted to. So multiple are not selected right now, just the one. But how amazing is that? Let's select that. How cool is that? Now, it does not have to be something like this. It could just be random shapes, and again, you could do it that way. Whenever I'm adding on top of a design and adding more and more and more, I love my alignment tools because yes, I could do it by eye, and it is touch screen and I could touch it, but nothing's gonna line it up perfectly like that. Now, if you didn't want to use those alignment tools for some reason, you could use the movement tools right here, and then move things bit by bit, but that is again eyeballing it, and it's just not as fun. So I like being able to do that. Now, something cool talking about that is if I do select everything on my mat again and I do come to those movement tools, look what's right here up at the top that's lit up. That's our alignments again. So we could select that, and then it brings us right to our alignment because it's saying, hey, yes, you can move it this way, but don't forget that there are alignment tools in your Brother ScanNCut. So the next little trick that I have is actually scanning items in. So I have this printout that I have, oof, the camera wants to blur it out. I have this printout that I did of some little bunny rabbits. So it's not the best print. So let me show you guys can tell. If you notice, it's got like little fuzzies where it didn't print out because it wasn't a high quality picture when I printed it. Now, can I still scan this into my machine? Absolutely. So what I would do is I would put it in my scanning mat. Now, Courtney, do I have to have the scanning mat to use the ScanNCut? No, all of your mats can scan. It's just, do I want to put paper to a brand new standard mat or fabric mat? Absolutely not. It's going to shred my paper. You can do that on a low tack mat and scan it in. However, I do personally recommend the scanning mat because there's nothing sticky about this. I'm not cutting and creating anything on here. It's just used to scan in. So think about it. You guys have seen my mats before and they get a little grubby. And there's glitter, there's gunk on here from previous projects, and I will clean it off, but sometimes there will be gunk on your mat, and that could pick up in the scan. Well, think about it. If I'm not using this mat to cut anything and none of that gunk is getting on there, I'm gonna have a clean scan every time. So if you want to invest in a scanning mat, they are fantastic, and that's why I personally use them. But again, you can use the sticky mats to be able to scan, but that's why I personally use a scanning mat. All right, so long-winded, I know, who lets her do this? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and load it. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit scan to cut data, because I want this to go inside my machine. All right, hit start. That way I can edit it and change it in any kind of way. So she's gonna go ahead and scan in. I've noticed with my scans, if my sidebar is down to a 1, I get a better scan. Yes, it will let you scan if that sidebar is up to a 2. I just get a better scan if I have it down to a 1, I've noticed. All right, so there's my scan. Now, we were talking about this just a bit ago when we were selecting different things on our mat, but you can scroll in to be able to delete things out. So I know I've got a bar around there, I've got some words and different things like that. So I could take it out now if I wanted to, or I can wait till later. So I'm just gonna do it like that. Let's hit okay. And now it's recognizing it and processing it from a photo or a scan into an actual design that we can edit. Alrighty, now it did a pretty great job. We have 2 different options, we're kind of familiar with it. We can tell it, hey, I just want the outside of the design, so just the bunnies like that. Or I want the inside and outside, and it'll make it like a double layer. Now, I was gonna try to show how it didn't do a great scan, but man, she did a great job. But if she hadn't, okay, let me just select the outside. She did a great job, but if I hadn't felt like she had done a crisp line, I could have used my smoothing tool, which is down here at the bottom. I know, a random little button at the bottom. Now this is your smoothing tool. You can tell it you want a way smoother design or not so much. So if you notice, this one is way more jaggedy, this little squiggly, compared to that squiggly over there is a lot smoother. So I could tell it, hey, I want you to smooth it out. Or hey, you know what? Actually, I want it less smooth. Or hey, I want smoothing turned off. Don't do any smoothing to it. I usually keep mine to have a low smoothing. I just feel like it looks nicer, so I always have it on. I never turn it off. But again, you could bring it really far up to make it a very high smoothing. Now for this design, she did a great job. But again, if I felt like I had little bits that it was not seeing quite great, then I would really up that smoothing to be able to do that. All right, fantastic. Oh, I do see, if you see a little bit, it was a little jaggy right there, and now her smoothing is fantastic. I can go ahead and select OK. All right, OK again. And then it's gonna go ahead and process it. Where do we wanna save? I wanna save to my machine. All right, and let's go ahead and we're gonna select OK. So now it brings me back here in case I wanna change anything, but I don't. So I'm gonna go back home, retrieve data from my machine. Scroll to the bottom, and there's my design. How fantastic. I can hit OK, and now we go back into our regular editing screen. Now, when you do select it, if you notice, these are individual pieces. So they are individual bunnies, but you could group them. So say you scan something in and you wanted to say proportional, you absolutely could group it by edit. Go into the selection. Again, you could select individual if you want to, or select by scrolling in. Or you could just select everything. Hit OK, and then object edit, and then weld them together. There you go. And now they're one solid piece again. But you can always reverse that. And now they're individuals again. Okay, here, unselect everything, and now you can select one at a time again. The next tip and trick that I have is using Brother Artspira. Now, Courtney, why do I have to use an app? I like getting my designs here, there, and a little bit of everywhere. I get that, but there's nothing wrong with getting free designs, and Brother Artspira has them. Now, Brother Canvas also has them, and we'll talk about Canvas in a little bit. But Brother Artspira is Brother's newest app. So if you have a wireless Brother embroidery machine, or Brother ScanNCut, or Brother Promoter, you can go get free designs. And you know free is my favorite word. Brother Artspira has tons of different designs on there, and like tons of free ones. So if you do see the little crown icon, that means that it is not a free design, and that is part of the paid subscription. Now, I do always want to mention that they do come out with a monthly magazine if you don't have the subscription, and if you do have the subscription, which is like $12.99, they have a weekly magazine. Now, Courtney, why do I want this magazine? Okay, look at the one that just came out. I'm very excited about this, and I'm making this project. You see that little bee pillow? He needs to be in my life. So I am absolutely making that. They do come out with a monthly collection. But look how cute are these. And these are, again, this one, particular one is part of the subscription, and that bee pillow is happening. So if you want to see me make it on a video, I absolutely will. But if I select that bee pillow, there's a YouTube video that shows how to do it, as well as instructions of how to do it, and then step-by-step guide of how to create that bee pillow. How stinking cool is that? So again, that one is part of the subscription, but if you notice, this one does not have a crown because that did come out for the monthly one. Look how cute are those bibs. Oh my goodness. Like, there are some really fun projects on there. And again, these are free projects that you can actually do. Some of them are ScanNCut project. Some of them are embroidery projects. So if you notice, the top two are embroidery projects, where the bottom one, those are ScanNCut projects. And you can see the little embroidery icon or ScanNCut icon right next to it. But there's print moda projects. There's so many different projects on here. How cool are these? So many different projects on there, so I always recommend to go on there. They never delete them out, so you can go and search for anything that you want in particular, or just scan through or scroll through them and see if there's one that really interests you, and absolutely go make some of these really cool projects. Now, there is a 30-day free trial that you can sign up for to look at the subscription to see, hey, is this even worth it for me personally? And try it for 30 days. If you don't like it, then you of course can cancel it. But if not, then you can get the subscription. I personally have the subscription, but let's be honest, I craft probably more than most people, so that makes total sense for me. But again, it's fantastic. They even just came out with some Disney ones, and they are really, really great. So if you've not looked into Brother Artspira, I highly recommend it. It is amazing. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Now, none of the Disney ones are free. You do have to pay the Disney ones, but they give you a discount to be able to purchase the Disney designs. They are adorable. I'm gonna have to do this, huh? Darn. Oh, those are cute. Oh my goodness, these are so fun. And again, they are searchable, so you don't just have to scroll through. You can absolutely find them. These are so fun. They have inside out? Oh no. Oh no. Little John is obsessed with these. Oh no. Am I gonna have to embroider him some inside out things? Yes, yes I am. Yes, oh, it only takes 9 minutes to embroider that? Okay, I'm excited. But you can switch to cutting designs, because there are, of course, cutting designs as well, and not just only embroidery designs, but cutting designs that are Disney, and they're so much fun. Ooh, Beauty and the Beast. Oh, that's fun. Pixar? Oh, cute. Oh, Lion King. Oh, my niece would love that. That is so cool, and it breaks it down. Okay, very fun. Now, speaking of Artspira, there is something that I use a lot in Artspira, but I feel like a lot of people don't talk about it, is the AR feature. So if I come in here and I'm gonna go to an embroidery design just for fun, it's because yes, you could do embroidery or ScanNCut designs, and I'm gonna come into the animals. All right, and I'm gonna select, oh, this cute little kitty. All right, now that I've selected that cute little kitty, I can select the AR feature. And it's gonna tell me, hey, is it okay that I'm gonna take over the camera? Because if I zoom out and click the camera, it's gonna actually put the design on there. How neat is that? That is a live feed. Now, if I go back and select even more detailed design, so let's say, let's go back and we're going to go into flowers and then come select one. So say, oh, that one. And then I hit the AR, click on my screen, and there it is. How cool is that? So if I had my shirt right here, I could actually, or my sleeve. So say I wanted to put this on my sleeve right here, on my sweater, I could actually test it out before I I actually put it on there and see, do I like it? Do I want to change it in any kind of way? I can move it on my screen to put it somewhere else and really play with it and manipulate it. It's fantastic. So love that. Now I'm wondering, do I need to add things to this cardigan? I already have some embroidery on it, but do I need to add more? The next tip trick is one that I kind of mentioned on last show, which is actually heating up whatever you're about to apply heat transfer vinyl to. So in this case, it was a t-shirt. I like to think of it as preheating your oven. So if you're going to put heat transfer vinyl onto the shirt, I would want to heat up the shirt because the vinyl has a glue backing and we want to get that glue all nice and tacky and warm. Now this is especially true if you're using an iron. Now if you're using a heat press, well, sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. But man, for that iron, I have noticed I get a better seal if I do heat up that shirt or heat up whatever I'm applying it to, a sweatshirt or whatever, if I do go ahead and just put a light iron over it just to heat it up. Now, it's warm to the touch, doesn't mean it's on fire, but it is warm to the touch. And then I put my vinyl down, put a protective cloth, and I iron it down, and it works fantastically. Now, Courtney, what if I don't remember to do that? Is it not going to seal as well? No. All we're thinking about is the longevity. We're thinking, okay, if they wash this time and time and again, is it going to peel off? Now, I have noticed if you do flip the shirt inside out, so a heat transfer vinyl shirt like this, if you do wash it inside out and dry it that way, it's okay. I usually tell people, hey, wash it inside out on cold and maybe just hang dry it. I mean, we're thinking over time, long periods of time. Now, will it wash, 1 or 2 times? Okay, yes. But if I'm giving this as a gift or a present to someone or just making someone a shirt, I want to make sure that it lasts a long time. Another tip trick that I have is that once I do iron it down with that plastic sheet on there, I do take the plastic sheet off when everything is stuck down, and then I give it another iron, and that's really going to seal it in. Now, I always say if you are going to do this as a business, it's a great idea to invest in a heat press because not only is it giving or supplying that high heat that it needs for the heat transfer vinyl to stick down properly, but it's also giving it that even pressure, and that heat together are the magical key to make your heat transfer vinyl last as long as possible. So I hope some of these tips and tricks helped you out there. Now, just a quick little PSA. Today is actually my birthday. And so this will actually I'm recording this on Friday. This will come out on Saturday. And the one thing I would love for my birthday is if you subscribe. So I looked and I was looking at the algorithm and all the things on our YouTube page, and it said that 40% of you or 46% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. A majority of you are, so thank you very much for that. But 46% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed to our channel. So please, as a birthday present to me, if we could hit that subscribe button, that would be great. Hit that subscribe, hit that like button, because when you do that, YouTube and Facebook actually push us out to even more people, and that is awesome because we can share these tips and tricks with more people and get more education out there. And if you don't know, AllBrands, that is one of our #1 things is education. And that's why we do these free videos for you guys on our YouTube channel for education. Because even if you're not local to one of our stores or you've never purchased on our website, allbrands.com, we still want you to be able to get your hands on some education, because the best thing is getting a machine, loving the machine, and getting to use it at full ability. And man, there's a lot of stuff that these machines can do. So please hit that subscribe button if you have not already, which at the time of recording this video, so that way we can keep track of it, we're at 22,670 subscribers. So 22,670. I'm so curious of what we're gonna be able to do. So I'll make sure to tell you guys next week how many subscribers we were able to gain in that amount of time. So thank you guys so much. I am going to actually go enjoy my birthday. Very excited. I am not one of those people that don't enjoy their birthday. You get cake, presents, and everyone's nice to you. Oh, sign me up. Yes, you get older, but what's the alternative? Alright guys, don't forget that the Brother ScanNCut and tons of other products are available on our website, allbrands.com, as well as in our retail stores where we have full stock of all these great machines. So if you have not visited any of our 8 retail stores, make sure you come out to hang out with us in our retail stores where we do classes and make a great community, or shop on our website, allbrands.com, if you're not near one of our stores, and we'd be happy to help you there. And don't forget that AllBrands Academy is open right now and signups are filling up quickly. So if you want to come hang out for 2 days, hands-on training with me and wonderful educators like Barbara Goldcorn, don't know how we got her, that was amazing, and like National Brother educators Jerry Granada and Jane Olson. They're all fantastic, and tons of other amazing teachers. So make sure you sign up for that event. I'll pop the information on the screen, of course. And we do have 2 weekends open, so they are the same. So pick a weekend and come hang out with us. And I am seeing some of you guys flying in from Minnesota. Wow, Michigan. I'm so excited. We're going to have a blast. So definitely sign up for that event if you have not. It's going to be in San Antonio, Texas, and we are so excited. All right, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, because it's the easiest way to let us know that you guys want more of these videos. And subscribe because it's my birthday. Y'all have a good weekend. Bye, y'all. All right. So I feel like there's a lot of fun little things that I do in the ScanNCut, like not turning it on. Because it's my birthday.